Hey y'all, it's Brett over at Hidden Creek, and today I want to talk to you about 3 things we see go wrong at weddings and how to avoid these 3 mistakes. So number 1 is going to be no wedding coordinator. I know a lot of times people are like, I don't really need one. My DJ can just kind of run the timeline based on announcements, or my cousin's gonna help do things. But let me tell you, nobody is gonna replace a really good wedding coordinator. I cannot tell you how many times I have seen people just standing around waiting because there's nobody saying, hey, it's time to do this, it's time to do that. Let's line up the wedding party. Hey, I'm going to cue the DJ for all the special announcements instead of waiting for him. It is a huge, huge responsibility to carry the weight of a wedding, and that is what a coordinator does. I've also seen a lot of instances come up where something goes wrong at a wedding, and if there's nobody in charge, everybody kind of goes to default and says, that's not my job. And so then you don't have anybody handling those hiccups. Or your other vendors are busy actually doing their job and they can't take over the role of coordinator and fix the problems and mistakes. And then that's when the bride has to get notified and says, hey, your cake fell over, or you're out of alcohol, or we have to go to your parents and we have to say, hey, this is wrong. You're gonna have to fix it yourself because you don't have a coordinator. So that's huge thing number 1. Number 2 is going to be no timeline. That ties in with the coordinator. If you don't have a coordinator, the bare minimum you have to do is at least make a wedding day timeline. Everybody needs to know what time cake cutting is happening. Are there any special dances? Who are you dancing with? You don't want the DJ announcing now the father-daughter dance, but there actually is no father-daughter dance, but he didn't know that because there's no timeline telling him that there's not one. So a timeline does more than just tell you the order of events. It tells you the specifics, like, are you saving or serving the top tier? That's in the timeline. The order of who's walking down the aisle and who's coming in the grand entrance, that's in the timeline. There are so many details in that timeline that not having one is going to make a huge headache for everybody involved. And then number 3, the thing that I see happen all the time is hair and makeup running over schedule, which then puts you in a rush, stresses you out, makes the photographer miss their shots, makes things get condensed, and then makes the ceremony late, which pushes everything the whole day backwards. So my tip for you is to plan an extra 30 minutes of gap time before the ceremony. So whatever time they tell you that you are going to be done getting ready, say that you're going to be done at 2:30, push everything back to make you be done at 2. So that way you have an extra 30 minutes of, if things run over, you're not stressed, you're not worried, you're not rushing to get your dress on and not getting pictures of it, or not getting to enjoy the moment with your mom zipping you up in it. Trust me, feeling rushed on your wedding day is a terrible feeling and it causes so much unnecessary stress. So just give yourself an extra 30 minutes. Tell the hair and makeup team way ahead of time when they are making that detailed timeline for you that you need to be ready an extra 30 minutes earlier than you actually do. That's going to save you a lot of stress. I hope this video helped you out, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.